Just call me the crazy cat lady. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over a little bit more in detail about the last tutorial, which was how to achieve the belly roll. Today we're going to be combining it with a little bit of floor work, and I hate to say it, my cats are tearing stuff up, but that's not what I was going to say. Floor work requires a little bit of core strength and arm strength, and leg strength, so whole body strength actually. Let's be honest, I hate planks. Me and Jafar hate planks. We absolutely do not like working out, but floor work is really based off of being able to have that core strength and the arm strength to hold yourself up. Not only that, but to be able to layer belly dance movements along with it. Let's go ahead and go down to the floor. Look who I found down here. He loves to smell everything. So as we discussed in the previous tutorial, you can practice your belly rolls by trying to isolate these specific muscle groups in your abdomen. I would start out by slightly leaning back, not completely being down all the way. I would start like this. I actually have a mirror that's right in front of me and a mirror that's to the side of me. So this one I'm actually using today that's in front of me. It's a really small mirror. By leaning back, I think this is a little bit easier to achieve the muscle isolations before lying down. Now this is a complete abdominally driven movement. So we're going to start by elongating our torso. This is neutral, just relaxed. Nothing really going on right now. We're going to contract the upper abs and release, and we are going to contract the middle abs and release, and then the lower abs and release. So one of the things that I forgot to mention in my last tutorial was that everything is happening simultaneously. So your upper abs are going to be contracting as your lower abs are relaxing. So once your upper abs begin to relax, then your middle will start to contract. Those two things are happening at the same time. So let me go ahead and try to demonstrate as well as I can. So I am relaxing my upper abs. My lower abs right now are contracted. So as my upper abs are now being contracted, you can see that my lower abs are being relaxed. So these are both happening at the same time. Now I'm moving down to my middle abs, and as my middle abs are contracting, you can see that my upper abs are releasing a little bit, relaxing a little bit. And same with the middle. As I'm beginning to relax the middle, my lower abs are going to contract. So let me go ahead and do that one more time. So upper, middle, lower. So this is what's going to help achieve the seamless roll, is that these things happening simultaneously together. And same with the reverse belly roll. And as you can see, I'm really not moving my spine much, which is why this movement is completely abdominally driven. So I'd like to go ahead and give you another shot because this is kind of the benefit of having two mirrors at two different angles. They look completely different and you can see what you're doing better. So again, I'm going to go ahead and start with relaxing the upper abs, and while you can see my lower abs are being contracted. So it's a subtle detail. So the upper are being relaxed as my lower abs are contracting, moving it down to the middle. My middle abs are now contracting, and as you can see, my lower abs are relaxed. Now moving down to my lower abs, they're contracted, and my upper abs are relaxed again. One really cool thing about the belly roll, specifically that movement during floor work, is that you can kind of exaggerate it a little bit by either getting in the reverse plank or actually by engaging your rib cage more, not exactly moving your spine with the belly roll, but specifically opening your rib cage when you are about to begin your belly roll. So it kind of becomes almost like a combination between an undulation and a belly roll. So it's kind of a 2-for-1. So with the undulation on the plank, you kind of have a lot more room to work with. So you can kind of make your undulation as small or as big as you want it to be. Ultimately, it's going to be impressive anyways. So let me kind of go ahead and show you that as well. Okay, so we have our regular belly roll. Now, if you want to go ahead and exaggerate it, you can lift your rib cage more. Okay? So you lift your rib cage, as I was mentioning that you're wanting to elongate your torso. That's kind of another way of elongating your torso, is by adding that almost like a chest lift in there. You can also try it this way, which is not completely supine. You have a small angle to work with here between your back and the floor. So you can go ahead and try it that way as well. Ultimately leading to lying completely flat on the floor, if that's what you wish to do with your choreography. I'm gonna move my hands just so that you guys can see. So in general, you want to think about pulling your abs to the floor as much as possible. Like you're pulling it straight back as if you want it to lay on the floor. So for example, contracting my upper abs and contracting my my middle abs. And the same concept of combining all of those things together. Simultaneously, the movements are happening at the same time. So now we've kind of worked our way up to a full plank. So we can go ahead and get into full plank position, which is going to be either your feet together. They can be slightly apart, maybe a little less than hip width or shoulder width, I guess you could say. Or they can also be crossed. Whichever way feels more comfortable for you, depending on which movement you're doing, depends on how you need to place your feet and how you need to place your hands. So for this specific movement, I'm just going to keep mine uncrossed. So I'm going to leave them together. The most important thing is going to be how you feel comfortable supporting yourself. So whether that be having your hands, I prefer having my hands facing in the direction parallel to my feet, which I think that it's a little bit easier on my joints as far as the weight distribution, but you can have them facing back or even facing to the side, out to the side. It's whichever you feel most comfortable with and whichever way you feel most supported. You really want to keep this position in your arms. You want to keep it strong because it's supporting all of your body weight. The other thing is that you want to have a micro bend in your elbow. So this is completely straight, as you can see. Here is my arm completely straight. This is a lot of tension in my arms. I don't want to worry about hyperextension or anything like that, so slightly, I mean like this is bent, this is like a micro bend, like some between straight and like bent, so micro bend. And really use your biceps to hold your weight up. So as you can tell, my arms, when I hold up my weight, my arm is slightly bent. So this is straight, this is a micro bend. You really use your biceps to hold your weight up. You're gonna go ahead and lift up into your plank position. There should be no bowing or, you know, obviously. So it should just be a flat spine, a straight back, head lifted. So that wraps up our lesson on belly rolls in a floor work position. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to rate it. That way I know to make more tutorials. If you have any questions or comments, don't forget to leave them down below and I'll make sure to respond to them. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. And my cats are attacking the camera. A plank, or not with a plank. When it comes to floor work, the most important thing is, when it comes to floor work, that would be my cat chewing on the tripod handle right now. I would like to teach or show you guys some wrist stretches before, oh, sorry Merlin. Well, actually you do. Seriously.